Today, Alberta's teachers take the next step in defending not only their rights, but the rights of every Albertan who believes that governments must be bound by law, not merely driven by convenience. Last week, the government of Alberta did something no Alberta government has ever done before. It used the notwithstanding clause to silence teachers and strip them of their charter rights. This government's overreaching decision to apply the notwithstanding clause to Bill 2 goes beyond forcing teachers to end a lawful strike, imposing a settlement, and restricting free collective bargaining. It sets a dangerous precedent that threatens the fundamental freedoms and legal protections afforded to all Albertans. And let's call this what it is. It is abuse of power. This clause was not used to protect children or to preserve democracy or to address an emergency. It was used to win an argument. It was used to crush lawful, peaceful collective action, the same kind of action that built safer workplaces, fair pay, and public education itself. And this is not just a teacher's issue. In every school across this province, teachers are stretched to the breaking point, trying to give students what they deserve in classrooms that have grown too crowded and underfunded. Parents see it, students feel it. What teachers have been asking for are the conditions that allow children to thrive, and they've been silenced for saying so. When a government uses the notwithstanding clause to take away the rights of one group, no one's rights are safe. What began as a dispute over class size and funding has become something far more serious, a question of whether this government believes in the rule of law or merely the rule of power. Teachers who put everything on the line are doing what they've always done, serving their students, keeping learning alive, and holding their communities together. But make no mistake, the fight for justice continues. Today, the Alberta Teachers Association is taking the first legal step to challenge this abuse of power. Public education has a vital role in preparing active citizens to participate in our democracy. Teachers are obliged as professionals to defend democratic institutions, so undertaking this challenge is a step we must take. Therefore, we have filed an originating application in the Alberta Court of King's Bench, the most direct and efficient way to launch a constitutional challenge. In it, we are applying for an interlocutory injunction, a motion asking the court to pause the operation of Bill 2 while the full case is heard. In this action, teachers will ask the court to declare that the government's use of the notwithstanding clause was improper and invalid. Declare that the government's attempt to shield itself from judicial review through Section 14 of the Act, the so-called privative clause, is unconstitutional, as it seeks to prevent the courts from doing its job. Also, to declare that Bill 2 violates the freedom of association and freedom of expression guaranteed by Section 2 of the Charter Rights and Freedoms. This legal action is not symbolic, it is necessary. We're standing up for the Charter itself, for the rule of law, and for the limits that protect citizens from arbitrary government decisions. Our message to the government is simple. You may silence teachers in the legislature with Bill 2, but you cannot silence them in the courts. Our message to Albertans is equally clear. This fight belongs to you too. Because if the government can do this to teachers today, it can do it to nurses, to paramedics, to tradespeople, to anyone tomorrow. The rights that we defend are your rights, and we will defend them with everything we have. We will pursue every legal avenue to restore what was taken, not only for teachers, but for the integrity of the Charter itself. The association will fight with principle, with purpose, and with deep conviction that the law must serve the people, not the government. This is not the end of a strike. It is a continuation of a stand. Teachers have been forced back to their classrooms, but their courage has not been extinguished. It's only growing, and we will now take this fight to the courts. And through that courage, Alberta will see that justice, though delayed, cannot be denied. We realize that this is an uphill battle and that it will cost us. But what is the price of freedoms? What is the price of having your rights stripped away? And I think that is a priceless fight that our members are willing to take.